Everybody, the anthropologist, looks at globalization from a different perspective, the business person. So it's just all over the place. But I think it's kind of interesting to just remind ourselves of few of the definitions that have been given to the word globalization. What does it really mean? I mean, because we just thrown around a lot. According to Ibrahim, 2003, and I kind of focused on Africans and Africanist writers to just see what they are on, because these are African languages and cultures. What do they understand by this word globalization? What does it mean to them? Okay, so Ibrahim 2003 said globalization is a movement of people, language, ideas, and products around the world. I kind of really like that because it touches on several different areas there. It satisfies the business person, it satisfies the linguist, okay, it satisfies the philosopher, okay, talking about ideas, and so forth. So then, according to Obior Henam, which is 1998, it's the aim of globalization is to homogenize ideas. So we see the word ideas coming here again, cultures, values, and even lifestyles. Then Ouattara, 97, also defines globalization as an integration of economies. So the economists now will be happy here. Integration of economies throughout the world through trade, financial flows, the exchange of technology and information, and the movement of people. So we see some things being repeated, some words being repeated here and there. Then Sukarat, 2016, it said the antecedents of globalization in Africa are colonization or imperialism, neocolonialism, and the like, adding that it could be equated with such terms as internationalization. That word, we hardly hear that word anymore. It used to be internationalization, we used to hear a lot. Now it's globalization, okay? Liberalization is another word we hear a lot. Some of these words are used synonymously, okay, with globalization. Universalization, I don't think I've seen that much, universalization. It's almost difficult to pronounce. And modernization is another one too, okay? Maduka 2016 also asked that the colonial past and the neo-colonial present are a product of the long process of globalization dating back to the Berlin Conference, 1884-85, okay? And continuing after the Second World War through the formation of such world organizations as the World Bank, International Monetary Fund, the Paris Club, World Trade Organization, and the United Nations. Okay. Adetugbo 2000 contends that globalization began with the establishment of the League of Nations and subsequently the United Nations Organization. Then finally, Olanrewaju 2016 also says that there are three main components of globalization, or to globalization: culture, civilization, global economy, global political and military order. So the first one and this last one, it looks like they kind of really touch on different areas, so kind of more all-inclusive than some of the other ones. But it's good to just know what we are talking about. You know what I'm saying? Globalization, what does it mean? So those are all some of the definitions that I have seen in the literature. So my next thing is globalization, the next part of my paper, after a little bit of introduction there and just looking at the word, the meaning of the word. Okay, so how do we proceed from here? What, especially in terms of languages. So I begin with some of the problems that people have mentioned, both in the literature and just what we see from day to day. What are some of the problems that globalization must have brought about? Okay.